Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Game number 3. Think Twice versus Guile Esports. 1-1. Who is going to become the champion? Who is going to take home that Match Arena prize pot? Find out next time. We'll see you guys next week. Nope, right now,
guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
Think Twice, banning out the Quang Quang right off the bat. Guile Esports has a decision to make here. Do they ban Iggy? Do they ban Aurora? Or do they just let him go through because it hasn't seen much success in these last 2 games?
Notch, would you like a factoid?
I'd love factoids. It's like an Altoid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll take one.
Ooh, I almost... Nope, not going to do it. There's a moment I didn't take it.
You should have.
Quang
Yeah.
and Feng Miao
Uh-huh.
have are the 2 heroes with a 100% pick ban rate. Every other hero has not been picked or banned
100%
entire
of the
time.
time.
But it's Quang and Feng Miao. They have either been picked or banned every single match this entire
That's what
weekend.
100% means.
Yep. Just for verification for people who don't understand that factoid. So
Iggy and Scorch.
Look, there it is. It continues.
Sports.
It continues. The trend continues.
Think Twice picking up the Fungity Mao. 100%. That's what every time means, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw that in action. That factoid just came true right there. Guile Esports is up with their next 2 picks. They're going to pick up a Wraith, and they're going to pick up Moragesh. Oh, it's Rampage.
Forgot about that hero. She's still really good.
She's still in the game.
She's still really
She
good.
actually needs a buff. I can't believe I just said that out loud.
Whoa.
I'm just saying she needs a buff.
Whoa. Let's reel it back a little bit. I think she's perfectly fine.
That's why she's picked all the time.
Belica.
I think probably Aurora.
Okay.
What
Aurora
is
and Belica?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guile Esports is going to pick up.
I wonder who's going to get Richter. I feel like both of these teams put a lot of priority to Richter. But I don't know. Maybe not, because Guile plays Richter in the jungle. They already have Rampage.
Right.
Think Twice plays it as a support. And you have to assume that either Aurora or Belica are the supports. So maybe not, because the roles that we normally see Richter played on both teams have already kind of been filled in.
Gideon picked up for the mid lane. I really liked Louis on game. I'd like to see him back on Muriel again.
I agree. He played that very well. And again, Muriel all of a sudden has a really, really high priority pick. Just inside of this series alone, it's been, like, Steel has been completely ignored by both of these teams.
Which is weird to see, because I think Steel has really moved up in that support position with the change to his. Yes, he doesn't have the bull rush. Change to a shield bonk really makes him a strong support. Muriel picked up for the side of Guile Esports.
There it is.
Which means Think Twice has got a choice here. They've got to pick up their carry. Are we going to see Drongo? Are we going to see Twin Blast Murdoch possibly picked up here? Or maybe another Revenant game?
Especially with Gideon, it has to be Drongo, I feel like. As of right now, they have no reliable means of interrupting Gideon outside of Cryosysm. Assuming that Azzybear doesn't ult on the floor and allow Belica to interrupt it. So I'd imagine Drongo is going to be the pick. There's Gadget. There's their mid laner. So it doesn't support Belica, and I'm assuming offlaner or no jungle Feng. It might be. I think it's a jungle Feng Mao offlaner Aurora support Belica, mid Gadget, and probably gonna be a Drongo here to round it out.
I feel like Drongo is the best pick in this situation.
Absolutely,
they do have ways to deal with. They do have ways to deal with Gideon, Tesla Dome, Cryo, and then of course, depending on the terrain, Belica Seismic Assault. But again, their only really reliable form is Cryo, and Cryo takes a little while to wind up and whatnot.
And it's an ultimate, yeah.
Yeah.
They're taking their time on this. Probably, I feel like this is an easy pick. Just pay Drongo here. I wonder what they're debating. I can't imagine what they're debating to pick here. Like, I feel like Drongo's just just locked it. Okay.
Maybe Apostle doesn't like Drongo.
Interesting. Murdoch into a Wraith Rampage Gideon.
Which means the last pick for these guys is going to be their offlaner. We're we don't have Fang's already picked up. Kwong is already nerfed. are already banned. Technically nerfed because they banned him out of the game.
Sevarog.
Seraph.
Okay. My literal favorite hero in the game.
An angel. Angel of heaven.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Seraph plus Muriel? Dude. Oh, man. We haven't seen Seraph in so long. And people have always said how it's a melee bruiser sort of meta. She doesn't scale as her survivability obviously isn't as good as Kwang or Feng Mao, but the damage she does, her mobility tied up with the Muriel. And we've seen Regal, his ability to, even on Aurora, who's a hero that traditionally has a hard time being a lane bully in the off lane, Seraph has massive kill potential, 1v1 and 1v2. Especially when she hits level 5. She doesn't even need damage cards. You hit level 5, you use her ultimate, and all of a sudden you're just chunking people down with that mace. I love this pick. It's a pocket pick. It's definitely something specific to Regal, and it works really well because they have the Muriel. I really, really like this pick, but at the same time, is it practice? Is it something they've refined? Is it something that they truly are comfortable with?
We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 3 of the grand finals. Best of 3 match underway here. This is it. This is for the prize pot. This is for bragging rights. This is going to be, can Guile Esports beat the PEX champions of 2017?
If they can do it, think twice. This is I like their draft. That's all I'm going to say. Their draft. I think I really think Drongo was the pick here.
So Shane, yes.
I'm trying to. Why would you pick Murdoch over Drongo? Here is what I'm not trying. I'm just simply trying to say what value does he bring to the field.
Well, there's a couple things. Maybe it's ping. Maybe they don't want to deal with ping. Maybe Apostle's not comfortable with that character. Also, relying on your carry to stop the ultimate of Gideon is really not the best way to utilize a carry. So they're going to focus more on Talkflit utilizing that clear cast, being able to silence, and of course Shinx dropping a Tesla Dome on top of it. Because you have two options as Gideon at that point. Do you stand and take the Tesla Dome and die, or do you try and escape? So I really think having their carry try and deal with the silence and make sure Azzybear isn't getting ults off really isn't the best utilization of that particular.
As much as I love Seraph, and I want to say that Guile Esports has the better draft, just looking at this overall, like I say, think twice, man. We got a very, very threatening draft. They have great team fight potential with Bellic and Aurora. They have great skirmish potential between the Gadget and Nerf on Feng Mao, and then they have Murdoch, who actually is one of the better scaling auto attack damagers and auto attack carries in the game. His auto attacks just chunk people down.
Yeah, I like think twice's draft quite a bit. It's gonna be interesting to see Regal in this position. We have not seen Seraph in competitive play for a bit, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Seraph plays out on Guile Esports.
Was Regal on Cosby's team during the who was the team that ran Crunch Muriel? That was Hydra. Was he was the offlaner for Hydra, wasn't he?
Yes.
And he ran. That's the last time we saw Seraph was Team Hydra, and it was Regal. It was when Cosby was on Crunch, and it was Muriel plus FaZe. Different game, different time. But I'm just saying that I questioned earlier if this is something that Regal has, refined and has a good understanding of how to play this hero, because Seraph is actually a very demanding hero mechanically. You really have to know what you're doing. This isn't a hero you just sort of pick off and play. So Regal, this is not the first time. This is not the first time that Regal has played Seraph in a competitive environment. That was that other game was against Team Finesse, who at the time was definitely one of the top teams in NA. So that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable in terms of this Seraph pick.
We're also seeing Doc on Rampage. We've seen him play good boulder onto Apostle.
That green buff, picking up first blood. If it wasn't for the tower pop on the green buff, they actually might have been able to get away there. But you saw the damage coming out from Chastise onto 2, followed up by that stun. First blood in the off lane. Already, that's what you want to see for Seraph in the off lane, is early aggression and getting some pickoffs like that.
Yeah, good rotation from Doc. So I was going to say, we've seen Doc play Richter very effectively. How well is he going to do on Rampage? Which, again, Rampage has been my favorite hero since day one. I think Rampage is one of the best junglers in the game right now. He provides for his team. He deals significant damage, with also providing a lot of tankiness, and just a very well-rounded hero, in my opinion. And it's going to be interesting to see how well Doc and how aggressive he is on this particular hero. because the last time they won, it was because of Doc's rotations, him setting up engagements, and him setting up fights. And last game, he was not a factor at all, and Guile Esports just wasn't able to do anything against Think Twice. So we need to see that aggression come back out from Doc, and really him help set up these team fights.
Chocolate on Aurora. See what he can do with this hero. Aurora's just pretty much gone back and forth as far as these two teams. We've seen both of these teams have a lot of success with Aurora. I wonder what... I feel like Aurora's win rate this weekend is actually really bad.
Yeah,
off the top of my head, I feel like she's actually been losing quite a bit in the games we've casted.
It's going to be interesting to see Narrander stats. Narrander is the man, by the way. He'll put together some stats for us, post those on Reddit. It's going to be interesting to see what her win rate is, because she's been picked a lot, but it's one of those things. When we look at win rates in competitive play, a hero that's picked all the time tends to have a lower win rate because they tend to lose more.
Right.
We saw. It's
this weird paradox. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the hero was picked 100% of the time, but only had a 40% win rate because he had more opportunities to lose. And that's kind of, I think, where we're going to see Aurora. I think Aurora is...
Spare us the statistics lessons, Professor Josh.
I think Aurora is a very good hero. And provides
that
a lot for
Frost.
What a good Hora Frost from Talklet right there, picking up the kill. Lucier's also in trouble. She's got some shields.
Oh, that Glacial Wall was so sick. Oh, Talklet. Rather saying Aurora is a bad hero.
I've never said... Nobody said that Aurora was a bad hero. Not one person said Aurora was a bad hero. What we said was... I'm not going to repeat it, jerk. Talklet with the legit plays right there, showing us how well that hero is. The hero, I think, is a very good hero and provides a lot for the team. And we just have seen games where she hasn't been utilized effectively. And Talklet said, no, watch this. This is how you use the hero. He's going to die here because he overstayed his welcome, but he does pick up 2 kills. Just good rotation coming out from Guile. Bad hero. You're right. The hero is bad.
Told you. I told you so, guys.
Good rotation from Bear and Doc picking up those kills, not allowing that tower to fall.
I'm glad to see Bear back on Gideon. I think Iggy's a great hero, but again, the play style of Iggy... the play style of Iggy compared to that of a Gideon are just complete polar opposites, and adjusting from that has got to be, I don't want to say jarring, but definitely a little bit difficult to adapt to. Black Hole, used onto Shinx, he does have the speed boost from the speed gate, which is going to give him the speed he needs to dodge the Black Hole, as well as...
That's exactly what it does. Exactly what the speed gate does. It gives him the speed to do the speedy things.
Yep. He needs all the speed in order to speed his way out of the black hole. Exactly.
I love the way you just explained that. Thank you for that. Guys, it's the little things in life. It's the little things in life. Shane and I are very lucky we get to do this every couple of weeks. We love casting this game.
Fossil. Respect Seraph, you're going to die. Nope. He almost died.
Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. We're having a lot of fun trying to keep it 100. We're not trying to keep it.
The emoji 100, I believe, is what they say. Yes. Stay woke. Hashtag stay woke.
Oh God.
You all right? You gonna make it?
Nope. Almost passed out.
It's been a long day casting, man. We've been casting almost what, 5 hours now?
But we're going on 6 hours.
I think 9 hours of casting.
14 hours of casting is a lot of work, guys.
Mid tier 1 tower push. This is just Guile Esports punishing Think Twice. Think Twice is everywhere but mid. Guile Esports recognizing that fact and getting that tier 1 tower down real low. Not committing. Oh, Talkflit.
Land it!
The back it up.
Timed so well.
That was a good time. It's actually can be pretty difficult to time stuff off of back it up if you don't know what you're doing, but it appears these teams know what they're doing.
This is one of the reasons we've seen this hero become what this hero's kit does. So a lot of us have talked, cards outshining the hero. Wraith just has such a solid kit. A form of self-peel. He has wards, good long-range poke, great basic damage, and he synergizes so well with other heroes. You rewind into a Cosmic Rift, into a Boulder. That's a dead hero. This is why we've seen this hero. The buffs, of course, have helped put him in that position. But I like this hero as a carry more so than I've ever liked him as a mid-range.
Oh, Fossil. More than likely going down here. There it is. Seraph, baby. What'd I tell you, Notch?
You told me she was good.
She's a really good offlaner, especially even 1v2, she's really good. I feel like leaving a Fossil against Regal is just... No matter what hero Regal is playing, I think leaving any carry player up against an offlaner such as Sarah, Feng Mao, Kwang is a very, very dangerous proposition. And also that false sense of security that you get sometimes from towers. Again, you are there to protect the tower is not there to protect you. And falling into that trap, Regal's able to continue a very dominating performance here at a hero that we see played very, very rarely.
This is a much better performance out of Guile Esports here. Continuing to be being aggressive early. This is what they were lacking in the first game, and they're being aggressive here. They've already picked up 4 kills. In the last game, at this point, it was only 1-1, 1 kill for either side. We've got Guile with 4 kills and only 2 on the side of both of those kills. By the way, going to Talk Flit on the side of Think Twice.
Clearcast is over in this lane by himself. I was like asking myself, are we gonna see a lane swap here? Because Regal's been doing such a good job, but I don't think that's necessary as of this moment, especially because another thing about Wraith as a carry, whatever support he's with, you take a support range versus support range, and Wraith almost by default, it's a better matchup for them. The long range harass he has with Knock Knock, the ability to peel you back with Back It Up, means that almost at no point do you want to do a lane swap as a support range carry into a Wraith. Very, very difficult proposition. Back when Wraith first came out and when duo mid was very, very prevalent, this is around the PEX qualifiers and PEX itself, Wraith was considered like a decent counter at dealing with the 1v2 because he could just sit back and even 1v2 harass down the support players. So that's another thing that I really haven't thought about up until this moment. A strong advantage of putting Wraith in that carry position.
So Regal just having his way with this lane over here. I feel like Think Twice has kind of dropped the ball a little bit. They should have really tried to punish Regal early. Regal is a slippery hero. On a slippery hero with Seraph, all the ways he can get away, immunity, and being able to fly away, basically. Ghost in trouble. 2 ultimates used. Reversal of Fortune coming down. Ghost taking a lot of damage. 3 ultimates just came out.
Back it up.
To kill a Ghost, and they finally just now got it. That was 3 ultimates trying to kill Ghost, Shane.
Yeah, Lucier is going to be pursued as well. If you look here, a lot of commitment on the right side of the map by Think Twice, but the rest of the map, Regal's pretty much free farming and pushing down the tier 2 all the meanwhile. So they are going to get to an important kill on the Ghost and continue to chase down Lucier. Someone hamstring him or frost him. Come on. You can talk. There it is. Okay. I'm going to pick him up there. That's a lot of commitment for 2 kills when respawn timers are only 15 to 20 seconds. And this is just Regal continuing to farm freely. Guys, don't forget, Seraph scales like a carry. The amount of damage Seraph can do in a late game situation is disgusting.
But Shane, carries are useless on this patch.
All right, Reddit.
I felt like it needed to be said. He does scare like a carry. The way you punish this hero is by diving this hero, trying to pick up those early game kills. And that's something Think Twice didn't do. They've just allowed Regal to run the match here in this particular lane against Apostle. Regal sitting at 13,000 gold. Apostle sitting at 10,000 gold. Regal's starting to get that advantage. He's building a little bit tanky. He's got Growth Totem online. Vital Waters online. He is going to be picking up that Life Steal Gem here very soon. We'll be picking up the Life Steal Gem and be able to get in there and really be a nuisance for in these engagements. And they're not punishing him. Look at how freaking overextended he is. He's past the tier 2 tower, and we've got Nerf in the jungle just farming minions. They're just letting Regal do whatever they want.
I'm interested to see. Like, I know we're talking a lot about Serathir, guys, but it's a hero we very rarely see. So, I'm gonna try to, see how this hero plays out in this game, especially with the what is on the line here. This is game 3 of the finals of the PCL. But I'm very interested to see what Regal does as the final build, specifically if he gets Vampiric Blade. That card in tandem with Heaven's Fury. If there's like a minion wave, you literally just pop Vampiric Blade and Heaven's Fury a wave, and you go from like 1% HP to 100% HP and get back into the fight. All the meanwhile, while we're Resident Sleeper talking about card builds, other side of the field again, they are punishing the aggressive positioning of the support range carry of Think Twice. They already taken Ghost out, continue to chase Lucer. It's just Nerf this time around. They're not forcing that many people down, and Nerf is going to be able to get the kill with the Reaper Dash. And Regal may be in some trouble as well. He's being forced back. So Think Twice, who have been on a defensive front for quite some time, are finally starting to push back a little against Guile, forcing Regal back, and once again getting a kill over onto Ghost and Lucer.
Which they picked up a tier 2 tower for it. Good exchange, favoring Guile Esports. They've got map control. They've got the gold lead. They've got a 13,000 gold lead right now. And Guile Esports is playing to win this.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the shenanigans. The shenanigans are being had currently.
Shenaniganery? I hate shenaniganery.
Do you?
I do. Why can't we all be adults here and enjoy a video game?
Whoa. Let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy here. A little bit of a armistice between these two teams.
Reprieve in action?
Yes. Are we casting in Old English now?
Yes. A moment of reprieve for both of these teams here as they back and spend their earned gold. Get ready to set up the next engagement. Watch them posture around the mid lane. Both of them looking at each other respectfully, trying to decide who makes the first move.
Make it stop, chat. One thing I want to point out is Azzy Bear has been a really big contributor to all of the games. Up until now, I feel like his presence in this game hasn't been that big. I don't think he's casted a single black hole this game. If he has, it obviously wasn't very impactful. But this is the longer laning phase that we've seen this series, but overall this week. And there we go. Now we're getting aggressive. As he teleports forward, he landed the Cosmic Rift. The black hole is there as well. Shink has got to be low. I have no idea if he actually is or not. Azzy Bear looking to land those autos, but look at Shinx continuing just to run around. Does finally get the kill is Doc with the boulder, helping out his buddy there. But now he might be in some trouble as well. He has the region, leaping away. No means of catching that rampage out. Lucer gets taken out, but a mid laner for his support is a favorable exchange. Opposite side of the field, Regal continually being unmitigated and is now going to pick up another tier 2 tower completely by himself. And think twice. I mean, is this the appropriate response for Regal right now, is to just let him farm away and put pressure elsewhere on the map?
No, it's not. This is the fact that they're just letting Regal do whatever he... Horrible decision by Think Twice. There's no pressure on Regal. He's just having his way with Murdoch. He's in this jungle continuing to be aggressive, and the rotation is just too slow. He's not worried about anything. That being said, you look at the pressure he's applying, and that same pressure is being applied on the other side of the map by Ghost and Lucer. They're pushing into a tier 2 tower. They're trying to set up engagements. You have Azzy Bear in the mid lane looking for fights, with rotations from Doc picking up kills. Think Twice right now. Maybe they've checked out for the day. It's late over across the pond. They may be tired.
That is a good point.
They just wanted to move on. But I feel like their gameplay from game number 2 to this game, it's not the same Think Twice we've seen in any tournament, even from game number 1 to this.
Notch, you can keep your statistics. I prefer the magic.
Okay. Statistics, the data is always right.
Finally, you and I are on the same page about something. Finally. I'm surprised by how this game 3 is going down. Game 1 and 2, there's a lot of action, and for the past 5 minutes, these guys have just sort of been roaming around and looking for pickoffs. The pickoffs have been there, but they were pretty much 1-for-1, and opportunities for each other's team really hasn't been present. Regal's at the point where he can 1v1 pretty much anyone on the side of Think Twice with this Seraph, with not only how far ahead he is on levels. He's 3 levels ahead of a Fossil, and he's 7 levels ahead of Clearcast. That is actually quite Shinx as well, unless there's a visual display bug on my end. That there has to be at least a 2-man response to everything that Regal does now. So just with Regal having the farm that he has, the hero is pretty much not the factor anymore. It's the fact that he has so much farm. Whether this was a Feng Mao, whether this was a Kwang, it's gotten to the point where they have to delegate so many resources to deal with one person that almost by default, the momentum is in the hands of Guile Esports, regardless of what is currently ongoing on the map.
And that's just an issue because of the early game where they did not pressure Regal.
Yeah.
Regal is a carry. As you said, he has the scaling of a carry. Early game, you punish that hero. In a 2v1 situation, the carries should not fare well, and they just allowed Regal to do whatever Regal wanted. So that just comes down to Think Twice not playing or punishing that position the way they should have, and allowed Regal to now pick up cards, a Growth Totem, Unbroken Spirit, on top of Possessed Spriken. He's going to have Lifesteal here soon. He's getting tanky with the ability to ascend and the immunity. Like Regal has... At this point...
Oh, here we go. An engagement. Ghost is in a lot of trouble. He has used the ultimate. Is it enough? He's somehow still alive. Is he going to get away with this? He's Lucer coming in with the reversal of fortune. He lives through the onslaught of damage that Think Twice just laid onto him here. And now it is Guile Esports looking to turn this around. Regal is ascending down upon the skies. Heaven hath the fury to get this team fight favored for Guile. The tier 2 tower is still alive here, but it's a 5v3 power play. Enough left in the tank for Guile Esports to continue the push, and they're going to be able to pick up this tier 2 tower. I cannot believe Ghost lived right there. That was incredible.
We've said that so much this weekend. How is Ghost alive? Why is he still alive? Great team, great support coming out from his team. Louis with the shields, Doc with the boulders, Azzybear with that perfect black hole, allowing Ghost to escape. His team has his back in every single engagement, and now they're going for the Orb Prime. Orb Prime is currently being taken right now. Talkflit, Shinx, and Apostle are there. Sticky Bomb is going to drop. It's going to deal damage to just Doc.
Talkflit going in, looking for the cryo system, but just going to get blown up by the time he can do much of anything. That was not a favorable engagement set up by Ghosts. Back it up right there. Now a Fossil isolated by Azzy. As he's going in, the damage from that Cosmic Rift is too substantial. The damage from Burden is going to be enough to get the kill. Azzybear is going to line up, get that last auto attack. A Fossil's off the map for 45 seconds. And Guile Esports, we have had just a little bit of a slow game for the past 10 to 15 minutes. And Guile Esports, they got tired of it. They said, you know what, enough of this nonsense. They went in there, picking up the kill, and now this inhibitor surely to fall. This may be the game if Think Twice doesn't compose themselves quickly.
They've got 30 seconds before Murdoch and Gadget are up. This could be 2 inhibitors or Prime. I actually like this play. Pick up the inhibitor, apply that pressure, back up, and go get that Orb Prime.
Think Twice. Does Talkflit have Cryo System online? That's the big key here. Look for the leap around. He's going to go in there. Cryo System soon to be going down. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's stunned up. Is he going to have a moment to use it? He doesn't. He just gets blown up. Not even an opportunity to even get the cast off. Very quick reaction from Guile Esports. I think the only hope that they had, Nerf goes in and steals the Orb Prime. A huge play, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's a flashy play, but it's a play that's still going to result in Nerf getting taken out here. They're throwing themselves at Orb Prime. They keep Orb Prime to themselves.
They needed that. That's a good play.
They're in desperation mode. They're in pure desperation mode.
That possibly delays the inevitable. Because they have the Orb Prime, minions are now stronger. It allows them to possibly mount a defense, even though one is off the map by the time they get to this inhibitor. It may allow them to mount a defense here. Very unlikely, but it could help.
This is actually risky for Guile, for them to go in like this. It is 5v4, but the Orb Prime, they have to respect it. Talkflit, is he able to get that ultimate off? Ghost is in a lot of trouble, but he's underneath the tower. How is he still alive? Come on, someone bring him down. The man just does not die. The shields from Lucer are doing so much work. Hoarfrost is there as well and finally gets taken out from a Fossil, but the mid inhibitor has fallen. Edoc has the boulder lined up, is going to cancel it, is in quite a bit of trouble here. Seismic Assault not to land, and that's all that's left in the mana tank Clearcast. So if there's any hope of catching up to Rampage right now, it's not going to be coming out from Clearcast. A Fossil moving forward aggressively. Uses the buckshot, confirms the kill, but the damage still has been done. Mid inhibitor fallen, 2 inhibitors down, and all weekend, the moment you lose more than 1 inhibitor, that single team has not been able to come back from such an objective deficit. Think Twice. If any team can do it, it's them.
I just feel like the way they're playing right now, this isn't the Think Twice we're used to. Yes, that was a good defense right there. Of course, Nerf picking up the Orb Prime, allowing that to happen. But they've got to be careful trying to push this Tier 1 tower down. Apostle is super low. It does look like he's just going to fall here. And they're going to continue the chase onto Clearcast. Clearcast is also going to fall. Black Hole used to keep him in place. Pick up the kill on Clearcast. That's two inhibitors down. Their carry and their support down. Are they going to go for the third, or do they go for the game? It looks like they're actually going to just.
I think going for the third almost is the game.
Guarantees them the game, yeah.
It's not an absolute guarantee, but it's.
I mean, 3 inhibitors down.
I think only one or two times in PCL history have we seen team come back from being down 3 inhibitors.
Yeah.
At least on Monolith. Back on Legacy.
Well, Legacy
we
talk
about it.
On Monolith, I think we've only seen it twice.
Yeah. All grouped up. Into the left lane they go. Gonna have to delegate at very minimum 1 person to deal with the minions pushing down onto their core. So think twice. Top flip goes in. Cryocism or Frost as well. Is it enough? The follow-up. A lot of damage. Ghost is the one being isolated. He's still alive somehow. Forces out the invisibility and is able to get away. So many ultimates have been used, and they didn't get a single kill off of it. Rego's by himself. Gets stunned up. Damage isn't there, though. Nerf is swinging that polearm, trying to do what he can, but the lifesteal as well as the survivability is simply too much. A Fossil's isolated, very, very low. Idok's going to try to continue to chase him. Back that up is going to send Nerf away. The Fossil is able to live with the utilization of Talk Blitz or Frost. It's creating space, but as of this moment, it's Nerf who's in the front lines by himself. He's got to be careful. People are low, but he might get baited out a little bit here. Oh, man, he does get taken out. He almost had 2 kills to himself, but with a lack of follow-up, an inability to follow up. Coming out from Think Twice here. The inhibitor does fall. 5v4. Ghost is wounded and as well does not have mana. Wraith is one of the few carries who actually is very reliant on his mana. Lucer, liberal application of the reversal of fortune. I think they just can tell that they want to keep Ghost alive because they know the sort of situation that they're in. A Fossil isolated by himself. He needs help. He needs something to keep himself in here. The boulder is there. The sun is there. The range carry going down for Think Twice. Azzy Bear using the black hole to keep him in place. That may be it right there. Azzy Bear has been a phenomenal player throughout the course of this game. He's still alive somehow, some way. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be it. Guile Esports in game number 3 of the finals are going to take down the core and take down the Paragon Exhibition 2017 champions. An impressive display. A new team coming in here as an underdog, and they're going to win it all.
Got to give it up for the impressive gameplay coming out of Lucer, the strength of Unbroken Spirit, keeping Ghost alive in most of those engagements. Guile Esports taking game number 3 decisively. They played very well. They were aggressive. They continued to be aggressive throughout the entire game, gave themselves about a 30 gold advantage, 30k gold advantage, and just played that perfectly. Congratulations, Guile Esports. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend, Shane. Any final thoughts? I just got attacked by Matt. Any final thoughts for this weekend, my friend?
Despite the rhetoric going around across many popular social media platforms, I think Paragon is still a beautiful, vibrant game. This weekend has shown that off quite a bit.
Yeah,
I know you're just trying to be funny, but
no, I agree.
This weekend has been amazing, and I just want to give a shout out, despite all of the dialogue that has gone down about the current state of the game, that I still love this game and I still love casting this game, and it's something special. And for the people who are part of this community, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for your support, and look forward to the future.
Guys, thank you so much for supporting the Paragon Competitive League. Thank you guys for continuing to watch the Paragon. Those of you who are saying the game's dead and still hanging out at chat, you guys are the real winners.
Yeah,
we're going to do it.